A very warm welcome to all the civil services aspirants joining us today. You're tuning in to a high-yield Rungta IAS Academy explainer. Today, we're unpacking a massive macroeconomic update that's absolutely crucial for your General Studies Paper 3 economy prep. We are talking about the historic shift from the Wholesale Price Index to the Producer Price Index.
That's right, sir. And to map this perfectly to your GS3 syllabus, today's explainer will cover the initial shift to PPI, decoding the new indices, the brand new services basket, the core rationale and global alignment, and finally, the 5-year transition strategy.
Let's dive right into part 1, the WPI to PPI shift.
So looking at the official press release from the Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade, that's the DPIIT, this strategic rollout was outlined by Principal Economic Advisor Praveen Mathur.
Now, aspirants, listen up, because this right here is a classic prelims trap. The existing WPI series uses a base year of 2011 to 12, but this revised series completely shifts the goalpost. The new base year is 2022-23. You've got to keep this distinction crystal clear in your notes.
Moving on to part 2, let's decode these new indices.
Sir, the DPIIT is bringing in a highly sophisticated three-pronged approach here. I want you to literally memorize these 3 terms for your mains papers: Output PPI, Trial Input PPI, and Services PPI. Dropping these exact administrative terms in your answers will instantly elevate your score.
Next up, Section 3, the Services PPI basket.
Bringing services into the fold is a real game changer for Indian economic data. For the very first phase, they've selected 7 specific services based on the availability of solid administrative data. We're looking at banking, securities transaction, insurance, pension funds management, railways, air passenger traffic, and telecom. And remember, they're going to add more services in subsequent phases as data availability improves.
Now for Section 4, let's look at the rationale and global alignment.
As an IAS aspirant, you always need to critically analyze the why behind any major policy change. Why this massive shift? Well, moving to PPI offers a, end quote, more realistic assessment of inflationary trends in the economy. That right there is the high-impact phrase you absolutely must underline in your mains answers.
And to really grasp why it's more realistic, just look at this comparison. By tracking both input PPI and output PPI, we finally get to see how inflation on raw materials, the inputs producers buy, is actually passed through to the final output. Analyzing input vis-a-vis output gives us a vastly superior, granular look at price movements within any given industry.
Exactly. Plus, this alignment is absolute golden fodder for your conclusion paragraphs. Transitioning to the PPI strategically aligns India's statistical framework with the best practices of advanced economies, and it directly fulfills the long-standing recommendations of the IMF.
Finally, Section 5, the 5-year transition strategy.
Let's break down this timeline because it is a bit complex. The revised series officially launches on June 15, bringing provisional data from May 2026 alongside a back series running all the way from April 2023. But here's the crucial part. The WPI isn't just vanishing overnight. Both WPI and Output PPI will actually run parallel to each other for the next 5 years.
And there's some brilliant administrative logic behind this 5-year buffer. You see, the WPI is deeply embedded in the legal architecture of business contracts in India, specifically in what we call price escalation clauses. Industries literally need this time to amend their legal agreements and transition their internal models over to PPI. After those 5 years, PPI will take over completely.
To wrap up today's explainer, I want to leave you with a direct mock interview challenge for your personality test. Consider this. Why must a developing economy like India run 2 inflation indices in parallel for 5 years, rather than executing an immediate switch? Think about the economic disruption and those legal contract clauses we just discussed. Frame your answer mentally, keep your analysis sharp, and we will see you in the next explainer.